Welcome to a new episode. Isabel's already freaking out.
I think I just saw two people in hooded cloaks and they've gone.
We have driven not too far this week. We are just over the border into Devon. Devon is one of those places that's so close to us and yet it's not very well explored. Our first
stop on this weekend away is a spooky, freaky church in the heart of the Devonshire countryside. I'm already seeing things. I looked up and I thought I saw two people in hooded cloaks, genuinely. I think it's just gravestones. It's a really creepy atmosphere up here. I like it. It's a bit spooky. There's birds circling. The clouds are black. It's on top of a hill. Wow.
It really does have an eerie sense about the place, and with the wind blowing it is feeling very spooky.
Right. It says please enter. I don't know if I want to, but we should for the video. This church is open. Wow. So there's like a proper cold breeze coming from it. It's no wonder that so many spooky tales are set in Dartmoor and Devon. This is the scene for things going bump in the night.
That is how to blow the cobwebs out. It is so crazy windy. I'm looking forward to a weekend up here on Dartmoor, exploring some of the slightly wild, bleak places it has to offer. We have just driven on about half an hour drive to Eworthy. This is the site of our Airbnb, and it's a pretty cool place because this is as close as you can get in our car. We've actually had to leave the car here and we're taking control of this 4x4 heading down a muddy track. You don't say that. We just met Andy, who owns the Treehouse, and he showed us around. He's given us control of his vehicle. We're gonna head off.
Pretty bumpy road and it's very wet and muddy. Post has just shown us around, so it's not going to be a first time surprise on camera. Just got one night here, but we're so excited to go and like experience the nature down there. So tonight we are going to be staying in the trees, in a tree house. Up a tree. Welcome to our tree house. It's really cute. And we've got binoculars. We can look out for some froggies. Oh yeah, you sink into that. Now where are my local facilities? I do really like having a toilet separate from your living space. It's just when laziness calls in the night. It's so fun. Composting toilet, but it's got a nice loosey. Smells nice in here too. Right.
Yeah.
I need a wee.
This place is completely off-grid. It does have a couple of little LED lights which run on a small solar panel. Apart from that, it has gas hobs, and then there's no power down here at all.
Tom, I bought us some of my homemade brownies to have with coffee.
Yeah.
Someone been nibbling these? Who's been nibbling in this box?
You.
Very suspicious.
No, it's genuinely you. I saw you doing it.
I did not do that. Did I? I must have been sleepwalking. It's quite a stormy day and you can actually feel the treehouse rocking a little bit in the wind. It's kind of cool just lying here thinking, I'm up a tree right now. Andy showed us around and he did say we weren't allowed to go on the boat. But I'm thinking I kind of want to do a sneaky go on the boat.
Why are you stopping?
Just checking the local area for frogs. Okay, I've managed to convince Tom to come on the boat with me. Let's go for a little romantic trip, Thomas. Ready? Oh yeah, right up front. This is cool.
That's quite a strong wind.
Oh, I could get used to this. This is so relaxing. I can see geese up above, flying. Hey, Treehouse! What do I actually do?
Move the wall.
What should I do?
Move the wall that way. We're gonna hit it.
That was bad, wasn't it?
Group lump me in with you.
Yeah, you were bad too.
It's maybe a little bit too windy for this little rowboat. We were paddling and the boat was just going sideways. Got in all right. It's only a small pond, so
Thanks
we're
for
never
going in with me.
too much in danger. I will cook, but you pick the recipe. Unless you want to cook.
We can cook together if you want.
That's all right. You can do it.
No. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. Oh yeah, that fire is nicely going now. Oh, I'm glad we did that though. That was a little fun. Did you tie up the boat? Yeah.
No.
Yes, you did. Tonight I'm going to try cooking something out of the River Cottage Veg book by Hugh Fernley Whittingstall. And my sister actually recommended this recipe, and it's going to be called Porotos Granados, a Chilean squash and bean soup.
Do you want to leave any of that over? This is the most wasteful peeling I've ever seen. Right, I'm going to go.
I have called in help for the butternut squash again. As you know, peeling butternut squash fills me with rage, and Thomas doesn't mind doing it. Literally just fry onion and garlic with oregano, sweet and smoked paprika, butternut squash with stock and a bay leaf, and then you add corn kernels and French beans. I have something to show you. A pair of shorts I bought with me.
A new pair?
Yeah.
You're always buying new silly clothes. They're all so silly.
Just wait till you see them. I need a light to really emphasise them.
Right, I'm looking. What the hell are they? The granny. Someone's made it out of a tablecloth. Some old curtains.
What do you think? My little flowery number? Oh yeah. This is looking exactly like it does in the book. Mmm. That is really nice.
Oh, thanks, Ez.
You're welcome.
This looks awesome.
Oh yeah, these are wobbly chats. Woo!
That's really good. So in the comments, a few people have been asking about La Bamba
Oh yeah.
and if she's alright.
Yeah, she's fine, guys. She's in a field at the moment. I don't want to completely cut up this field because it's been so wet. But I'm hoping for some drier weather now. Spring's here, and it'd be really fun to go out on the road in the van again.
Yeah, I'd be really excited to do another van trip soon.
I guess because some of you might be thinking, oh, it's a bit strange that you're not full-time travel. Forever, since even before we were together, we really want to buy a bit of land. We
want to live off grid, right? We've got to start working towards this, saving some money up.
So we're just on a mission to save money. Do the most feasible ways we think this is going to happen.
And one would be move to Wales and buy some land with no house on it and do One Planet Development, which is a planning policy in Wales. You have to earn money from the land, you have to grow your own food, you have to get power from the land. It is very difficult and quite restrictive. I kind of love the challenge of that. I really like the idea of it. Option number 2 would not be in the UK, it'd be in Ireland. Ireland has a really cool policy at the moment. If you're doing up an abandoned building that's been abandoned for...
Like a derelict house.
Yeah, like derelict. It's been abandoned for a few years. Then you can get grants. We are currently at zero.
Yeah.
We don't have any money. This is a little way off.
Yeah, but I guess we also thought it'd be quite fun to share it because maybe there's some of you watching that would also want to do the same. And
actually, there is a journey to get there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good to share that as well.
That's true. To me, that's always been the biggest barrier. Like, I think I see people that have either inherited land or bought land, then started documenting it. But it's kind of fun that we're documenting it the start from the absolute zero. Like, we really don't have any savings, but I think we have real strong desire to do this.
Yeah, we've got a big drive to make it happen. Good morning, guys. We have woken up in what feels like a rainforest, and being in the treehouse, you're right up in amongst the trees. You can hear the birds all around you. There's woodpeckers, there's other birds I don't really know. Just such a cool view right outside your bedroom window. So last night the rain came down. It was raining all night, but it was actually really cool to hear it hitting the roof. We could even feel a gentle sway because it was really, really windy last night. The thing is about this treehouse is it is entirely off-grid. There are no sockets where you can plug stuff in. So we've actually got a solution. This is the AC70. It's really lightweight. It's around 10 kilograms, so light enough to carry down to the beach or something, and it's really powerful. Uses lithium-ion batteries, which means despite it being really small, it can pack a lot of power. This thing is 768 watt hours, and despite that, you're able to charge it up to 80% in just 45 minutes. So in our van, we don't only have a battery, we also have MPPT smart chargers, and we also have inverters. These are extra items which are quite expensive, quite heavy. This all comes combined in this, which means you can charge from solar, you can charge from the mains, you can charge from your 12-volt cigarette lighters. You can also take mains power out, which is amazing because we can't be away from our coffee. This thing has a better inverter than we have in our van. This can do 1,000 watts or 2,000 watt lifting power, which means we can run this coffee machine out here in the woods. So one of my favourite features about the Bluetti is it comes with an app, and this app allows you to see exactly how much power is being drawn or being put into the device at any time. Not only can it brew us coffee, it's also able to steam the milk. So we can get perfect frothy coffee out in the woods.
That is awesome that we can have coffee just in an off-grid treehouse. And thinking about it, we can just have it anywhere.
If we were doing a van build, I think I'd genuinely be tempted to do this instead, because the electrics were by far the hardest part of our van build.
Yeah. Let's see if we can have some toast for breakfast too.
While I'm waiting for that toast to pop up, if you're interested in getting a Bluetti too, they've just launched this AC70, and if you use our code LITAC70, you can get £30 off this brand new model. Go check out the link in our description, and we hope you have fun with it. Going off grid with your Bluetti.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm desperate to get out and explore Dartmoor. We're right on the edge of Dartmoor, and we're going to drive up onto it today. Cheers, little treehouse. It's been a fun stay.
Do you know what though? Last night, me and Tom made the treehouse way too hot. It was so hot in that treehouse because it's such a small space. We really stoked out the fire, and then we didn't actually sleep that well because we were so hot.
We bought a bag of logs. First of all, she was like, I don't think this is enough logs. We're going to be cold. Isabel being Isabel, she had to use all of them. She couldn't bear the idea that we didn't burn all the logs. So we were it was so hot. We had the sliding door open with the rain coming down outside. It was actually really nice.
I would love to go off-roading on a big...
Yeah, we should do that one day.
I mean, I say I'd love to, I'm absolutely terrified. Getting Lavamber out that field might be an off-road day.
Well, that's true. First stop today is Lidford Gorge, and this is a National Trust site, and there's an entrance fee of I think £10. But in winter there is no ticket office, it's all closed, but they do have a recommended donation of £5. I think we're going to see the gorge first and then decide on our donation on the way out. White Lady Waterfall and Gorge Trail, half a mile.
That sounds like my kind of walk today. I'm up for that short walk. I don't know if you guys have also had the winter illness, but me and Tom are just sort of getting over a bit of a illness. And
I'm getting into it. It just came yesterday, and it's just giving me brain fog. I feel like my bed's not working properly.
Did he donut walking around?
Hey, snotty girl.
Why are you filming that? That's gross. I didn't know it was right there. It's you. Welcome to White Lady Waterfall.
The thing that gets me when I see a waterfall of this size, this torrent of water, is that I cannot believe it's constantly flowing. If you actually focus on one part of the waterfall, you realise how fast it's going and the power of that waterfall. It does put things into perspective, and for me, go and see a body of water like this amongst the trees feels good. It's doing something right. Imagine sliding down it from the top to the bottom. Whee! I was talking to my friend Maddie the other day about this, how hibernation mode really sets in winter. I don't know if you guys can relate, but feeling like your energy has zapped. I'm just missing that sunlight and warmth. So I'm really looking forward to some longer days, some warmer days. I'm not wishing away the winter, but I'm feeling hopeful that we've got that to come.
Our next stop is another woodland. It's somewhere I've always wanted to go. I studied forestry and we would talk about it all the way up in Aberdeen. We'd talk about this woodland down here in Dartmoor, and I'd never been. I'm excited to go. It's been on my to-do list for a while.
Right, Tom, how are you feeling? Seriously, truthfully, honestly. Honestly, how are you feeling?
Terrible.
What's wrong?
I feel really ill and tired.
I'm putting the blame on Tom being tired, but I am actually feeling exhausted as well.
Isabel is like the least sympathetic person with illness. She like thinks illness is weakness, and she like gets frustrated if someone's ill, and she won't admit she's ill.
I do have a lot of energy, and I do feel like I need to be like go a lot of the time, and I know I can be quite hard to keep up with. But I do also have I'm guilty of doing, when Tom's feeling tired, I kind of put the blame on him of being tired, and like I'm like, come on, like we can be doing something, when like secretly deep down I'm kind of happy to be like have the opportunity to have a nap or have a relax. I love it when you suggest like, oh no, let's not go swimming, or
let's not go swimming. Let's not go swimming. Let's go to the pub.
I like the comfort option, like the idea of like letting myself be comfortable and happy. It's like
breathe, Izzy.
It's like unheard of. I can't quite believe it. Would we let ourselves be comfortable?
I would definitely.
Approaching Wistman's Wood, the lichen on the trees is very bright. It's like they've been painted in this kind of fluorescent green colour. And this is one of 2 sites in the whole of Britain that has this very rare horsehair lichen.
So this bit of woodland is really quite a small patch of woodland, but it's quite a special bit. This little patch of woodland is on top of this very rubbly, very poor ground. So it's been largely untouched by farmers and large animals because of these big boulders, which means this ancient bit of woodland has survived out here on the moors. It is amazing to see these ancient trees so covered in lichen. They must be so old, they're so gnarled. But it's also kind of sad, but it's such a small little patch of trees. To think this would have been over most of the UK. It's a bit of a lament for our green spaces.
How old do you think these trees are then?
Well, they say oak trees take 300 years to grow, 300 years to live, and 300 years to die.
So they advise you not to go in behind me in amongst the trees and the boulders, and you can see why, because it's such a precious woodland, they need to preserve it. But looking down there into the depths of the woodland, you can see that the lichen is so much thicker.
So Wistman's Wood, pretty cool old forest. Apparently some people believe it dates back to 7000 BC.
Tom's just told me that this is apparently haunted here at Wistman's Wood, and I just looked it up, and it is one of the most haunted spots on Dartmoor. And apparently there's a dog called Jumbo that died in this wood after being bit by an adder. Lots of people have reported seeing this ghost of a dog. Jumbo! Jumbo! What's that noise? Listen. Jumbo!
This walk has lit a fire in me. It's actually given me a lot of energy. I've really enjoyed the scare factor. I love being a little bit scared and spooked. Things can appear a little bit more spooky and eerie on the moors. I think there's something to be said about living in your comfort zone. I think that's kind of cool. There is something exciting about just stepping out of it occasionally and doing something like going for a cold swim. We've arrived at our next stop, which is Fogintor Quarry.
And this stop is either going to kill me or cure me.
Yeah, it's either going to make him stronger or just you're not going to see him again. Me and Tom, when we were going out when we were like 18, so if you don't know, me and Tom we were dating a bit when we were 18, then we both went off to uni and we both went travelling.
Almost escaped.
I found him again. We got back together like 5 years later. When we were like dating in that summer, we were 18, the summer of love. We used to go swimming in a quarry near where we lived in Cornwall. And it was just like such good memories. It was such a fun, it's quite like a part of me growing up, going there and like hanging out at the quarry. Used to camp down there, swim in there. And I'm excited to go and swim in another one. I don't think I have swum in, oh I have, yeah. I've swum in one on Bodmin Moor. Oh.
Israel, you never like let a fact go to improve a story. You could just say, I haven't swum in one since then. You go, I haven't swum in, oh yeah, no I have. Just like let it go, man. No one actually cares about the facts.
I can't help
tell
it.
a good story.
It has to be very, are we allowed on here?
Yeah.
It has to be very, very factual in my, you cannot miss a point. I like to be pedantic in my stories. And also when Tom's telling a story.
Yes.
Like to make sure he gets his facts straight. This is the first time I've done this in a very long time. And quarries are known to be exceptionally cold.
Oh, I'm really hoping.
Oh, it's cold, but it's cold.
I'm really hoping this cures my cold somehow.
Oh, wow. My legs are like burning. I just need a break, it's too cold. Tom.
That is insane.
Ow! Ow!
It's gonna be
Ow!
like,
It's absolutely fine out of the water. Woo!
I'll get my feet used to it.
Don't panic. The worst thing to do is to panic. That's me done. Oh gosh. Okay, that was a wild dunk, not a swim.
Oh, okay. Woo.
Well done.
Oh.
You're so brave. Don't go too far out your depth. In case you get panic. So I ain't coming to rescue.
Oh. Oh.
You're so brave.
That's cold.
Should I get back in?
It's not too bad once you start to get hypothermia.
Woo.
And it doesn't feel so bad anymore.
It's so cold.
So cold.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Don't
summer.
come close to me because I'm weeing.
Oh, is he? Right, I'm getting out. I think I've been in long enough. It does feel good. I'm pleased to do another wild swim or wild dip. I think you have to build up to the swim. My cold feels a little bit better. I think it's probably just because I'm distracted. I'm just focusing on the searing pain my body's in. It does feel good. It does. That's what I'm telling myself.
It does. It actually does. You feel like awake.
Yeah, I feel like energized. I feel like my whole body is just tingling.
Yeah, you feel kind of like new. It's really like, it's crazy because you think, oh, well, why the hell would I want to go into that? But it's so reviving. Hurry up. Taking ages.
Proud of me?
I don't know.
Why not? I went in when I was ill.
I am proud of you because you nearly didn't even come down to the quarry. 'Cause you
Even
felt so
when
ill.
my feet were in, I was like, yeah, I was just feeling quite ill.
When we were in the car, Tom said, I want to go to bed.
I do.
And you
It's
want to
all
go to
I,
sleep for 10 hours.
all I want to do now. I wish I was in bed.
No, don't admit, you feel more awake now than you did before.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't mind being wrapped up in bed watching a movie.
Yeah.
But
That would
I
be
did it.
nice.
I still did it, and I do feel good for it. It is nice to be here.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a really cool spot.
I feel like I could like run a marathon, present a TV show. Like, the world is my oyster.
Well, I'm going to bed.
This is the inspiration, if you needed it, to go out there and do something a little bit out of your comfort zone, and see if it makes you feel good. What are we getting? Chinese takeaway or Indian takeaway?
Chinese. I don't
Yes!
like Chinese. I'm up for Chinese.
Yes!
I'll accept Chinese. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of a spooky trip to Dartmoor. I wasn't quite expecting it to be quite so mysterious and foggy, but we had a lot of fun. despite my cold.
We're really enjoying all your suggestions for weekends away, and keep them coming. We're really open to lots of suggestions, so thank you for your input and thank you for watching.
We'll see you next week, where we're heading back up to Wales.
Yeah, and I've just thought of an idea for a future video. A spooky haunted place.
Maybe we could do Bomb in Jail, that'd be fun. We could show you our hometown.
That would be really cool.
Life jacket's on, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go boating over the woe. Over the woe, over the woe. You've got yours on, honey.
It's the perfect date, Thomas. Little did you know you're on a date.
We're about to go into the side.
What's that?
Lizzie, what are you doing?
Say it.
It is just so creepy and like eerie here. Happy? I feel like that's all I've said over and over again every time it comes to me.